It's the season 1 finale of Walkthrough Wednesday, and you guys, we have saved the best for last. Welcome to 2055 Rippleton Cross Road.
Today we have a 4-bed, 5-bath, 4,200 square foot home sitting on a majestic 64 acres in Cazenovia.
It is absolutely spectacular, and you guys are gonna wanna pay close attention because we have a giveaway peppered in there. John has our DIY tool for the re-grouting hack we've got for you, a bold design in the kitchen, and we're also talking about the one thing you might not be considering before you put a purchase offer in a home. So, are you ready? Let's go. I am so glad you guys are here with us for this one because it is such a showstopper.
When your guests are coming in, you're not offering them a drink, you're offering them oxygen because this is breathtaking.
It truly is. So this is a stringer built home, and you know that immediately upon walking in because the craftsmanship and all of these gorgeous moldings and trim work throughout. I love that you have a room to welcome your guests into that you can kind of keep clean and untouched, and the rest of the living space is on the other side. And these windows, John, look at that.
I know.
What's really nice is you come down that long, gorgeous, winding driveway, and you feel nestled back here in the woods, which is really fabulous, overlooking that stream. But the great thing is you are just 2 miles away from the village of Cazenovia. So you have your dining space in here with the built-ins, and again, this trim work. You know, the thing that people get nervous about is wallpaper, but this isn't something that should scare you because all you need is a spray bottle and a couple of hours and some elbow grease. You're gonna get that down. You can either replace with something that maybe feels a little bit more you, or paint.
Just make sure you get all the glue off. Don't think that you got it all. Go back for a couple extra wipes after you pass that area. Okay, this kitchen is making me want to take those cooking classes that you wanted me to go to.
Really?
No, not dance classes, cooking classes.
It must be the red. Hey, I am loving the splash of color throughout. These happen to be laminate countertops. I could really see Cambria cardigan red in here to keep that bold personality popping. If maybe you want to do something more subdued, maybe like an Ella throughout the rest of the kitchen and just keep that bold pop here, you can do that. Or something you might not have thought about that we have been dying to do in our kitchen is a splash of color on the tabletop. So you can replace the top of your table with something more bold, and that way you get your personality over there and you don't have to do it throughout the entire kitchen.
When we talk commercial, this is commercial. We have the griddle, we got the broiler, we got a convection oven, we got a regular oven, we got a 6-burner stove. Yep.
I feel like John is moving in here.
Yep.
I absolutely love this special nook in here with all of the detailing. I mean, look at that.
I know. I don't know how that
It's like you don't know where to look because you've got the desk area with the built-ins here. You have this beautiful bay of windows overlooking the deck. Right off the kitchen, we have this fabulous living room. This just screams cozy. Again, you're nestled in the woods on 64 acres, and it is so private and warm and inviting back here, isn't it?
And speaking of cozy, they have the slate floor that has radiant heating. So kick those shoes off and don't worry about being frigid in here.
With your wood-burning fireplace, it is just, oh, I love it. You know how homes have a season? I firmly believe that. Our house is a spring house. This home absolutely is all about the fall.
And the other thing a house has, sometimes you buy the house for the outside, and other times you buy it for the inside. This house has both.
Yeah, it sure does. Okay, so sunken down from the living room, we are going into this 3-season room, and I have to tell you, this for me is the biggest wow factor. If you take a look at that ceiling and all of the detailed woodwork in there, and you can have dinner out here, you can sit and relax, entertain your guests.
I'm never a shortage of words, but I'll tell you right now, that ceiling, I have nothing to say.
Something we hear a lot from clients is that they didn't anticipate the level of maintenance for the home that they ended up buying.
And that point comes to mind here when we have 64 acres. Now, 30 of it is farm field that can be rented out if you want, and the other 34 is woodlands that have amazing cross-country paths.
Trails.
But those can be maintained on this property if you want to do it. I'm a doer. There's payers and doers. I'm a doer. But even if you have a 1-acre lot and you have somebody that wants it to be pristine, you can spend the same amount of time putting in flower pots, gardens, and don't forget snow removal and lawn maintenance.
Yeah, and all of that takes time and money. So, you know, while you might be wowed by a fabulous kitchen or the interior, make sure you take into account exterior maintenance, interior maintenance, and the costs associated with doing that. So that's a great question to ask before you put in your purchase offer. And now we're coming into the master wing. You pass this fabulous bathroom. It's the guest bathroom. You'd think it was the master, but no, with the judges paneling on the ceiling. Where were you?
Over in the east wing.
And now you step into the master, which feels like its own house by itself. This is exquisite.
And you know what they say in the master? It's where all the magic happens. By magic, they mean coffee.
I know, its own separate coffee bar. Isn't that dreamy? You have your own space in the morning. If you don't feel like heading to the other wing, you can just start your first cup there and have it in bed, which I have to say, this was such a cool design decision. You wouldn't typically think to put your bed right in the center of the room. This is mobile. You can actually move this if you don't choose to have it here. But I think to be able to see that view every morning, they've done it perfectly.
And this is what you get when you buy a property like this. Absolutely. There are no neighbors, so you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, and just, John, look at the detailing on the ceiling
Coffered
here.
ceilings,
They've done such cool built-ins for additional storage as if you don't have enough.
Wait, are you going into another wing?
Yes, come with me. This is exactly where you will find me. I'm not leaving.
You'll find me here too. The difference is I don't read.
This cozy reading nook, or it could be, you could like sip some scotch. You don't really do that either, but you could do anything in this room. Again, wood burning fireplace. This is number 2.
I do that. I'll chop the trees down, you read a book, and we'll both have a drink.
Some of my favorite upgrades to make are smaller ones that actually have a really big impact, like re-grouting.
Yes, as long as your tile isn't dated and you can keep it and it's also in good shape, you probably just have to re-grout. So we have the old manual, the ancient one that you gotta put the elbow grease into.
But this is affordable at just $10.
$10. So then you have a multi-purpose tool, which you can get about 50 different types of attachments for here. This can go from 30 to 100. This bit though is $30 itself. It's because it's made of carbide. It's specifically made to remove grout, and I would also make sure you buy the one that has the point so you can get nice and tight into the corners and the backsplashes. But one thing I would make sure you do is this little puppy packs a punch. So when you're using it, have a stabilized arm and run it all the way up, and don't go too crazy in front of yourself, because if you do, now you have to rip out the whole bathroom.
And how long does something like this take?
For the average bathroom, you can do the floor most likely in a couple hours.
Season 2 is coming, especially with your help.
Oh my God, I can come back?
We don't know yet about this guy.
Kaylee's thinking about putting a stand-in in, but don't let her do it. Get me back, subscribe please, spread us around the area like peanut butter. We need people.
You guys, truly, thank you so much for coming along with us for each week on Walkthrough Wednesday. We appreciate you more than you know. We can't wait to see you next season. In the meantime, if you want more, we are on Insta Stories every day at NixonPack and on nixonpack.com. We'll see you soon.
Kaylee is already running an ad right now for a stand-in for John Nixon.
This is very slow. This was like, it wasn't rapido enough. Like there wasn't any energy behind it. It was like flatliner.
Well, that's what I am.
All right, let's try it again. Okay.